now we're going to introduce the man who's keeping the bar open, Mayor Trevor Elkins. He's taking a grand entrance up here. He's like running the crowd. Come up here.
He brings alcohol.
So there is a pretty decent chance that I'll be shedding some tears here. Before we get started, I have some. Got a few gifts for the folks that spoke today, and ironically, the mayor actually brought my wife a gift, and I think it was chocolate. So I had picked up some Ohio chocolate for the mayor. So we got her some Ohio Buckeyes and some Ohio Bark chocolate. And I just wrecked her diet, by the way. My good friend Mark Dan, we have a bottle of bourbon for you, sir. I hope you like bourbon.
Bourbon goes well with chocolate.
And for my very good friend and our MC tonight, Nick, we also have a bottle of bourbon.
And just for the fact, this is under the ethical limits, so I don't have to smoke this up after.
So the reason for this party, it really is. There were so many great things said about me today, and I appreciate all of those things that were said. But the point of this party was for me to say thank you to all of you. At the top of the list is.
You can do it. You can do it.
My wife and daughters. The strength that I feel that I couldn't have without my mother. I have some family here as well. My cousin, a couple of cousins that were, they may be gone, but they were here earlier. Our cousins and our family were raised as brothers and sisters, and we spent our lives together, behaving and causing trouble like brothers and sisters do. There's a ton of great employees that are here, and we're here. Some of the most dedicated people you're going to meet. One of them just ran out of the door to respond to an emergency here. Our fire chief, Brian Higginbotham. Our police chief, John LaJoy, is here. Our building commissioner, Hillary's here. There's countless employees here. If I miss names, I'm sorry. But the job I do is so much easier because of their dedication, their commitment to serving people in a community they don't live in. And we are a better community and a better place because of the work they do every day. So thank you all, every one of you. The residents of Newburgh Heights, there's quite a few here tonight. In politics today, oftentimes when a politician makes a mistake, an elected official makes a mistake, it's easy for there to be an excuse to say, yeah, you had your shot, you had your chance. And my resident didn't do that. I appreciate that.
Love you.
I have some folks and some firms I've done and elected officials here and communities I've done business with. Thank you for continuing to support me through some challenges I've had, many of you are aware of. There are 24 elected officials, judges, council people, mayors. There's some mayors here. I can't, Mayor Tagliati, I can see in the background, Ashley is here, from Mayor Lindale is here, Mayor Burke over here, from Garfield Heights, council people, my council, our council, Newburgh Heights' council. For all of the struggles that each community goes through, a council person's job might be the most thankless.
Yes, it is.
They don't get paid the big bucks. They don't necessarily, get to make all the final decisions, but they are the glue that holds the community together to the administration. And they're the ones that when we work together, we've been able to accomplish an immense and an enormous number of things and progress for this community. This is a community that was on the cusp a little over a decade ago of near complete collapse. We had a negative bank balance, hadn't paid for the road in 10 years. Every fireman was a part-timer. All but one police officer was a part-timer. Our police chief was part-time. We were really, really slipping with no prospect for turning that around. But it was because that the council members passed in the past decade, 12 years, and those that we have now, we were able to work together. There were some arguments, there were some fights, there were some disagreements, but in the end, we rallied together because we believe in the people that live in this community. And as the mayor said, we believe in making sure that working people that put their time in every day to make this a great country, a great community, we're taken care of first. And that's what we focused on. Again, I want a special thank you to the guest speakers tonight. Is Kathleen and Ken, are they still here?
Kathleen right here.
Kathleen, okay. So before I get any more comments or say too much more, I'd like to sing happy birthday. It is Kathleen's birthday. So if we could, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathleen. Happy birthday to you. So, I threw this party. This is the 20 years ago this year, I was elected to my first office in Newburgh Heights. 20 years ago. I can't believe it. I get kids that are almost 20. So for 20 years, this community has stood by me, and it's a privilege. It really is a privilege to do the job I do. And tomorrow actually is the 3rd anniversary, the day I resigned office.
Some happy stuff.
3 years ago. It was actually, it was one of the best days of my life. It sounds strange, but it taught me really how strong I was, how strong my family was, how strong this community is. It taught me how much I was loved by so many people. And that's why I wanted you here tonight, so I could say thank you for sharing your love with me in one of the darkest days and darkest moments of my life. Each and every one of us has a strength that we really cannot measure. You just don't know how strong you are. And my hope for you is that you get to experience your strength in a positive way without having to have a crisis. Share your strength by helping somebody else that's struggling. Share your strength by picking your neighbor up, by making that donation to a relief fund in Puerto Rico or the Dominican Republic or another community that needs relief. Share your strength. Hopefully you don't have to experience it and learn it in a negative way. I'm glad some of you shared yours with me. One of the reasons I invited Mark here today to speak is he took me to lunch shortly before I made the decision to resign. And we had a conversation, and he gave me a lot of very valuable advice about how to traverse the challenge. He imparted his experience to me. A lot of you don't know this, but there's a gentleman that I served 30 days in jail with that I remain friends with today. And we continue to talk. And I continue to try and mentor him and guide him through getting through his struggle and his challenge. Because that's what we need to do for each other. When we're down is when sometimes we find out really how good we really are. And we find out how good you really are. So, I want to thank each of you for coming tonight. I do appreciate your support, your votes through the years, your contributions, your business, your friendship, and most importantly, the love that you've shared with me throughout the years and here tonight. Thank you so much.